Hello everyone and welcome. Hi Ryan, hi Lizzie, hi Pam. Welcome. Nice to see you here again. So today we're going to go and do part 2 of our Sugar Skull makeup. Hi Mum. Welcome. So in the first half we did all the white. We left out the one eye and we're going to carry on with the decorations here. Add the black face paint and the little jewel. And we'll see how far we come tonight. And then also just want to explain, we've got a shadow side on my left hand side, and then we have our warmer tones on the white on the right hand side. You'll see that it's been carried through, so there's color changes. So even though you've done this eye, there is a slight color change on this side and also in the eye slightly. And then there's also just the shape lights and shadows. So there's slight color variations that you do when dealing with light source. And then we will carry on from there. Hi Janine, welcome. Can everybody hear me okay? So this is how far we got last week, or the last time. And luckily my flu is better, so we don't have flu this time. Hi Ria, welcome. Hi Laura, welcome. Okay, so first color I'm going to use is the Cobalt Turquoise. And that's PC 105. We add a little bit to the lid of the eye and just above the upper lid. Then also a little to the bottom lid. And I'm just darkening this edge so that we don't lose it while we're coloring it. Hi Nana, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Next is Peacock Blue. Peacock Blue is PC1027. Next is Indigo Blue. Now we can really darken that edge so that we don't lose it. Then also the lid fold. And underneath the brow. Thank you, Nana. Is there anybody coloring with me on this image? Because then I know to go a little bit slower. Next, we're going to add our Light Aqua BC992. So we first want to get the lights in before we can carry on with our darks. No problem, Nana. That's a good idea always. I'm adding a little light here, just above the eyelid. Now back to my Cobalt Turquoise. No problem, Janine. Then the Peacock Blue, PC1027. Oh, thank you, Nana. Then the Indigo, Thank you, Nana. Yes, we just finished the patron stream. We was doing some dark skin medium tones tonight. I just want to sharpen my pencil. Next color is Peacock Green. And Peacock Green is PC 907. Then back to the Light Aqua. So even though we have a dark color, because of the highlight on the edge of the face, it's picking up some lighter tones. Next is light green. Light green is PC 920. So just here on the edge, we add a little bit of light green just to warm it up. I'm going back to my Cobalt Turquoise. And just define the lower lid a bit and soften the lines. And I'm blending in the colors with the Cobalt Turquoise. Next, I'm going to use black. So first we're going to add our eyebrow. And then we're going to accentuate the line of the lid itself. Then enhance a little shadow. Then the inside, because she's got black eyeliner on, the corner of the eye. But we'll add the eyelashes right at the end, because the eyelashes, because you first need to do the background before you can do the eyelashes. Hi Sherry, welcome. So next, similar to this eye here, we're not going to do stark white. We're going to keep it in the dark, so we will be playing around with some grays. So the first color I'm going to do is 30% French Grey. So we're first just going to do the lighter color. Then 50% CoolGrey, PC 1063. Now I'm doing the bottom inside of the eye, just this one section, and then move it to the upper half of the eye. Then 70% CoolGrey, just to give a little bit of cool grey color. Then Sandbar Brown, BC 1094. In the corner, and that will bring a little bit of brown to the white of the eye. Then in the corner of the eye, that little pink bit, I'm going to take Henna and just bring a little bit, and then Nectar, and just shade it into the grey. Then I'm also just going to take a little bit of Henna so just a little bit of Henna, then the black, and just fix that line because I've gone slightly over the lines, and a little downward line where the tear duct is closed, and then the henna to soften it. Then I'm going to take Pale Sage, PC 1089, and highlight this section of the white of the eye. Then I'm also just going to add the on the inside of the color iris of the eye. I'm just going to add my highlight in the iris section. Now I'm going to take moss green and do the outside and the shadow section of the green of her eye, and the outline on the opposite side. Then just to brighten the green up a bit of Prussian Green, PC 109. So I'm adding it almost like a shape, like a triangle upwards and a triangle downwards here with the Prussian green. Then take your light green, the light green, just a little bit to shade it in. Then take olive green and just the top section, make it darker. Then the grey green light again, just the corner of the eye. And then indigo. Indigo is 901. Go over the outside line. And the bottom. Then we can add her pupil. And then soften the bottom section of the pupil where there where the white is going to be, with a little bit of, this is the wrong grey, a little bit of 50% CoolGrey. So from here I'm lightening the iris straight across where the white is going to be. Then I'm going to take my white and just do the little white dot. Then my black, just redraw, darken this bottom section. Indigo, just to keep that shadow onto the green. The black, the iris, then Sandbar Brown, darken this white section there. Grey green light, and lighten the white of the eye, like almost in line of that highlight that we have. Then take your black, very thin line, on the edge of the blue. Now on this side I'm going to add a little bit of grey to the eyebrow. So I'm gonna take let's take 50% CoolGrey. So here to the top, in the line motions, over the black, I'm adding some grey, and here at the top of this side, oh, it's not taking so well. Let's just make it lighter. Take 30% CoolGrey over that grey. The top half of this brow. And then take black. Here's my black. And just define your lines again in between. And darken the bottom section of the brow. So it's almost like it's catching the light. And darken this one as well. Then just, I've got some white holes, so I'm just going to take Light Aqua and just blend and fill them. Blend and fill, a little bit of indigo. So now we have colorful outlines. So I'm first just going to make the line more prominent. So I'm going to take Peacock Blue or Indigo Blue and just enhance the outline so that it is smooth. Because with coloring you sometimes have little white holes, so making it a proper line. So there's no jaggedy edges. Now the inside that I've chosen, thank you so much Pam. I'm gonna start with Canary Yellow, PC 916. You need a very sharp tip for it, so I've sharpened mine. And all I'm going to do is I'm in this little thing, just a very thin little stripe. So I'm doing a little stripe on the edge. And also on this side. Now I'm going to outline my little, what do you call them, half moons. So I'm going to use neon orange, PC 1036. So just above my yellow. So yes, it is madness to think that there's neon orange in there, but it brightens it up a bit. Next is permanent red. Permanent red PC 122. So just on the edge, I'm adding the permanent red. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. I think it's just the play with colors, the yellow and the oranges, because the blue is and the red, because the Peacock Green will pick up the red, and the blues, the oranges will complement the blues in there. So let's sharpen a normal orange. And while I'm sharpening, okay, so this is Cadmium Orange hue, BC 118. Now, just below that poppy red, I'm drawing a thin line because there's still a space left. So just to make it a little bit more orange. So just before you get the neon orange, if you cover it slightly, don't worry too much about it. The neon will just brighten the orange. Now, and just to blend the oranges onto the yellows, I'm taking yellowed orange. I think it is. Mom, you can just double check, please. The code is 1002. And mine's almost finished. There we go. So now she's got that makeup all done. So while we're busy with all the orangey tones, let's color this little jewel. thank you, Mom. Yes, it was yellowed orange. So the next color, first color I'm going to use there is Scarlet Lake, PC 923. So I'm drawing a slight outline on the one side, bringing it halfway down. And it's almost like I'm drawing a line in my mind. Now I'm going to just leave a white dot and now arch it inward. And yes, they're opposites, and that means they're complementary colors, Sherry. As I explained, the green and red are complementary colors, and the blue and oranges are complementary colors. So that's why they pick up on the tones. So it's just a tone play. Next is Cadmium Orange Hue, PC 118. So following the arch, now I'm just coloring a little bit of orange. Now I'm taking my yellowed orange and bring it down all the way. Now I'm adding a little bit more cadmium orange hue because that's a little bit too much yellow. Now bring it down on this side a little bit more. And between the two, I'm going to use Poppy Red, PC 922, just to brighten it up a bit. So slightly covering the orange. Now I'm going to take yellow. Here at the bottom, there, say for example the light is shining in from above, it will have a highlight at the bottom because the light is penetrating into the stone and you will have a cast off reflection on the inside of your stone. So I'm going to take yellow here. Now we can add our shadow around it. And I'm going to take, first I'm going to take black cherry. So very thin here at the top. And then I'm going to widen the line towards the bottom. Now I'm going to go slightly around, but not all the way around. I'm stopping it like that. It was Canary Yellow. Sorry, Mum. Canary Yellow, PC 916. Next, I'm going to take 50% CoolGrey and extend the shadow, a thin line on the side and a bigger one or shadow here towards the bottom. Oh, I just need to grey green light. Where's it? Grey green light. Just I've gone a bit wide on the one side. There we go. And now I'm going to take 70% CoolGrey BC1065 and just darken it in the middle. And now to round it off, I'm just going to take black, a very thin line just on the edge of the stone. And there we go. I'm still got the black in my hand. I'm darkening the edges of the nostrils. And now I'm just going to carry on with the face paint art, if you can call it that. I'm darkening the tips and then just draw a thin line. Then a tip and darkening the lines, but first just a thin line with the black. Now here, after you've done all your lines, because it's just first just to see where they are, then we'll shape them according to her face. Oh, thank you, Nana. And I'm doing the same here. So this is just with a light hand. This is not hard pressure at all. It's just a light hand following the design. Okay, so now you need to shape it, because now it's just lines. So first of all, you've got follow the shadow of the face. So on this side, I'm darkening it more in the shadow side. Then the tips, I'm also just by following that shadow line, I'm darkening only those parts. I think this design went to here. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. But yours were lovely, Laura. So now to lighten the lines in the highlighted areas, we are going to add grey. But this time we are going to add 30% FrenchGrey. So 30%, because this is a highlighted area, and also to make it look more like face paint. So I'm going slightly over my lines and then really lightening it with medium to hard pressure on the highlighted area. And then here I'm softening it, but just a little bit, because here we move over to the darker side. And I'm stopping right here. I'm stopping right here. Now on this side, we first just do all these highlighted areas. You go over all your lines. Then we're going to take a darker grey. Let's see. 90% French grey. PC 1076. Now just go over that black in the shadow area. And then 50% French grey. Warm grey. BC 1054. And just soften all of those lines. We're basically blending because you don't want any white lines. So they look like black lines, but there's a player of different tones. Now on this side, I'm giving just the grey. Now we need to lighten it, and I'm going to add 30% French grey. And we lighten it on this side because there's a highlight here. So it's lighter. And here I'm lightening it even more. But this is only on the highlighted areas. So not here, only on this section here. Thank you so much, Loretta. Now we need to add our warmness to this side. So next is Deco Yellow, PC 1011. So I'm really warming up this edge. So you slightly go over everything except the eyebrow. And just slightly go over. and here by the chin. Then I just want to extend this chin. Hold on a second. Let me just move it up a little bit. See, the chin line is here. We stopped there. So I think maybe it was because my head was not all there while having the flu. But let's just fix it quickly. So first I'm going to take 50% CoolGrey. And just make it a little bit then add a little bit of Lilac, PC 956. Now I'm adding the lilac here because we will be doing skin tone here, and because the warmness of the skin tones will have some oranges and yellows in it, so the purple is a complementary color of that, so it will pick up on those tones. Next is Muted Turquoise, PC 1088. Next is the 30% FrenchGrey. Now I'm just gonna highlight this section here a little. And then a little bit more. Let's take grey green light. So here, soften this dark shadow towards here. And then Cloud Blue, PC 1023. And just add a little bit here on the just before the edge. And I'm holding my pencil further back because I want a light layer. So that takes the pressure off the front of the pencil, so that you're not too heavy-handed. So if you're heavy-handed, then that is a great way to help you to do lighter layers. Next is 70% CoolGrey, and just give a new darker section here of the chin. Ooh. Let me just take my cloud blue again. Oh, let's just take, what is this? 30% FrenchGrey. Then go back to my 70% CoolGrey, accentuate the shadow, bring the shadow lines down, also in between those lines, accentuate the shadow that the hair will cast onto the face. Then also darken this shadow. Oh, I'm off screen, sorry. So I'm just darkening this shadow here. And this is the other one that I've done. Okay, and that's it. So for next week or the week after, depends on the load shedding in South Africa, I will be doing, I will leave the hair for everyone to color and to make their own choices, to choose their hair color. And you can color the background. Let me just zoom out a bit. So basically, if it's a plain background, you've got dark at the top and lighter at the bottom. So here I will be doing see-through fabric onto the page. So basically, if you do your hair so long, choose your own hair and just do a plain background, dark at the top and then light at the bottom. So then we can do the see-through fabric. Let me just lift it like this. It's shining a bit. So let's do a quick giveaway, a page giveaway. Any page from my Etsy shop. You can choose a number between 1 and 100.
And you can go now.
I just saw something that needs to be fixed. We're not playing over or under. The closest to the number will win. Is all the numbers in? Okay. Generate. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. You're just in time to choose a number. Okay, we'll wait for Michelle to choose a number and then I can generate. Is all the numbers in? Okay, let's do this. Generate. Oh, number 898. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome. The winning number is 98. Ah, thank you, Sherry. So, Sherry, you're the lucky winner. Congratulations. You can choose any page from my Etsy shop. You can PM me. So, but that's it for tonight. So next time we do a public stream, I will be doing see-through fabric for all of you. So thank you, Mom, for being my mod. Thank you to each and everyone that came out tonight. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Lizzie. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, Rai. Thank you, Nana. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye bye everyone. See you next week.